Ladies and gentlemen, hello, my name is Parker. Welcome back once again to another Call of Duty Mobile video today. I hope everyone is doing well. What we're going to be going over in today's video is everything new coming to this Season 3 update that should be happening in mid-January. I have the patch notes right in front of me, and there is just so much new stuff that we can go and expect. It should be a lot of fun. If you guys do enjoy this video, a like would just mean so much to me. And if you are new, it would be cool if you guys could go and subscribe, because I do daily COD Mobile videos. But without further ado, we might as well get right into the patch notes. So we begin here with the gameplay. So there's going to be a new mode called Ultra Fire. And this new mode, it's pretty much just based off this description: lower cooldown of operator skill, earn more points for score streaks, and unlimited ammunition. Okay, so it kind of just correlates with what the name is saying here, Ultra Fire. They don't really have an emphasis on your operator skill, but it's just unlimited ammunition. Okay, yeah, it just wants to be utter chaos. So that new mode sounds pretty interesting. Continuing on here, we have two new maps that we can go and expect. One of these maps is called Cage, while the other one is called Scrapyard. Now, I already do have gameplay up on my YouTube channel of what Scrapyard is. I just go in depth on everything. I explore everything, and dude, it pretty much is an exact replica of what Scrapyard was like on MW2, and in that video I said MW3, but dude, you guys do have to understand that it was 5 a.m. in the morning when I went and recorded that video. But no, Scrapyard being such an iconic Modern Warfare 2 map, it's awesome to go and see that map return. But then when it comes to this map called Cage, I don't really know what to expect. It kind of sounds like a smaller type of map rather than being something, I don't know, on the level of like a Nuketown. It seems like it would maybe be twice as small as Nuketown, but I guess we're gonna have to go and wait and see. Within the gameplay, they go over improvements and adjustments, and those improvements or adjustments are that Takeoff and Raid are going to be returning. All maps are open for download, and then improved map details and props, and then increased fall damage. I don't know if I'm a really big fan of them going and increasing the fall damage. I personally was a really huge fan of it, but nevertheless, it is awesome that they are planning on making the map, at least from a detail perspective, improved. So that's going to be pretty cool, as well as just like props around the map. So I'm assuming cars and just, I don't know, trash bins, for example. But yeah, man, that should be pretty cool. Now we're going to be hopping into the controls. So there are going to be 3 new sensitivity modes that can be adjusted in the settings, and those kind of sensitivity settings are: change sensitivity of gun during the scoping process can gradually change when you open the scope, so that's interesting. The next one is change sensitivity while switch after raising scope in an instant, and then finally change sensitivity of gun after raising scope. And this is something that I wouldn't mind going and looking into as well, because I feel like this can definitely help out your gameplay. A lot of this stuff is just your scoping in sensitivity, and even though it's not directly that, it's just a lot of variables that can go and consist with it. So it's really interesting that they have almost this level of customization when it comes to just either raising your scope or going into your scope like that. I feel like this is pretty cool. And then continuing on with the controls, the BY-15, the M1887, and then the other shotguns can now be held down and only fire when the fire button is released, similar to sniper rifles. So dang, that's actually pretty cool. I wonder if that's going to be, because I can see kind of a bug happening because of that. Maybe that's an option that you can go and enable or disable, because I know that when it comes to the strikers, sometimes when you go and just do a long press on it, there's currently this bug in this game in which sometimes it won't just auto fire. Now we get into the optimization, which is changing a trigger mode from firing a sniper rifle after releasing the fire button to pressing the fire button to shoot. Then for kind of continuing on here, there is going to be a new operator skill, which is pretty awesome, and it's called the Hive. Now, this was one of those operator skills that has been leaked for such a long time now, but just the description alone, and this is also a notorious operator skill that was in the COD franchise. I want to say it was introduced in Black Ops 3, but it's a powerful tactical weapon weapon that stuns and kills enemies by bearing traps. So it's really cool that we're just going to be casually getting a new operator skill. I wonder if there is going to be maybe an event associated with that as well, but if we're able to just go and get an operator skill straight up, yeah man, that's actually pretty cool. Going on to the next one here, they added a new score streak, and that is the XS1 Goliath. Now, if you guys actually want to go and see gameplay of this, because dude, I feel like this is going to be such a huge game changer when it comes to COD Mobile. And I'm not just saying that to go and get everyone hyped up. Like, for me, going and using it in-game, I feel like this is definitely going to be a pretty hefty score streak that people are going to be using in game modes like Domination, Hardpoint, like especially in ranked play too, because I feel like by going and having the Goliath activated, dude, you can take in here, I'll go and read the description, 900 points required to activate, sweep the battlefield. That's all the description says, but it's pretty much like a Juggernaut suit. And if you guys want to go and check it out, I did upload a separate video in regards to this, but I feel like just the amount of domination that you can go and do with the Goliath here, it's gonna be pretty insane. And I don't know if it's just me, but at least from when I was going and playing it on the test server, it felt a little bit overpowered, but I guess we'll have to go and see what it's like once it goes and hits the global servers here. Now, I know this is the part of the video that a lot of people are interested in, and that is the weapon balancing. I know so many people probably watching this video right now are like, please don't nerf any of my favorite weapons, but without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we might as well get right into it here. So, going on to the first one-shot spread of the shotgun is smaller when using ADS. Add an instant ADS fire function like sniper rifles in the settings. Secondly, reduced the movement speed of SMRS and the lethal range as well as damage towards kill streaks. Dang it. So they pretty much completely nerfed the SMRS. Let's go over the first part there. Reduced the movement speed. So whenever you're going to be running now with the SMRS, it's probably going to be like you're just trying to go and run in sand. It's the lethal range as well as damage towards kill streaks. So the lethal range, so that means that they went and reduced the radius at which the SMRS will go and do damage to people, as well as the damage towards actual kill streaks like the sentry gun, which was actually an example here in the patch notes. And I'd have to imagine probably the same is going to go for like the Beetle, or really any other types of score streaks out there that are just actually on the map itself. So that's some really interesting stuff, man. Slightly reduced the recoil stability of the foregrip attachment for the Type 25. I cry every time, man, because the Type 25 is by far my current favorite weapon. So by them going and doing this, it's pretty unfortunate. Going on to the next one, slightly reduced the recoil stability, rapidly firing of the foregrip of the AK-117. Dude, it's like I couldn't finish that because I knew a lot of people are just like face palming right now. And hey, I apologize, guys. I'm only the messenger here. Don't blame me that now the AK-117 is going to be kind of nerfed here, because it is unfortunate, dude. The AK-117, the recoil, in my opinion, was always perfect. Like, don't get me wrong, it's kind of a laser, but I feel like the damage kind of compensates with it. But it's unfortunate that they had to go and mess with the recoil a little bit more here. And then going on to the final one, and I don't really understand this. It's kind of interesting, but they reduced the size of the magazine of the MSMC from 30 to 25. That is just so interesting to me, because I feel like I needed all 30 bullets from the MSMC in order to go and like kill someone, at least from a mid to long range. Because if you guys don't know already, I'm not the greatest COD Mobile player, so I definitely need that extra help, or in this situation, extra bullets in order to go and kill certain enemies. So by them going and reducing the size of the mag from 30 to 25, that's gonna be pretty influential, I believe. I know it might not seem like a significant change here, but that's close to like a 20% decrease, which is pretty insane. For continuing on, they have increased the recoil stability of the foregrip attachment for the ICR, which I guess is kind of good, but the thing is, the ICR so far in this game was only obtainable through the crates, so maybe they're gonna go and make a free version of the ICR, potentially coming to Season 3 here, please. Next, they increased the recoil control of the AK-47 and reduced the sudden changes of vertical recoil. So they pretty much went and buffed the AK-47, which is actually a really good thing to go in here. By them going and increasing the recoil control, that sounds really promising. It's going to be interesting to go and see what the actual in-game gameplay is going to be like with the AK-47, because I feel like it did have a lot of potential, at least for me, because I know a lot of people out there love using the AK-47. So I guess for all you hardcore users of the AK, you're probably going to do that much better with the AK now that the recoil is going to be a lot easier to go and control. For the next one, they increased the firing stability and improved firing animation of the LK-24, the ASM-10, and then the HG-40. So kind of weapons that not that many players go and use, especially as like a primary weapon. So it'll be interesting. Maybe these weapons will now be somewhat of a decent weapon, but I guess we're gonna kind of have to go and see there. And then finally, they reduced the flinch of the ASM-10, the ICR, the BK-57, the LK-24, and then the AK-47 after being shot. Dang, the AK-47 is getting so much love here. Dude, I feel like that AK-47, that might be within the top 5 weapons in Call of Duty Mobile in Season 3. Like, who knows? Maybe it might even be at that number 1 spot. But then, going on to the next one, they also adjusted functions and details of operator skills. So they don't really go into that much more detail with the operator skills of what adjusted functions they went and did, but that nevertheless is very interesting. Maybe they went and touched the Sparrow class and maybe went and nerfed that a little bit here, but we might as well go on to the next one here. So now we're going to be entering into the Battle Royale mode. This is a mode that is very close to my heart here because I'm such a huge fan of it. I do daily COD Mobile live streams. I'm part of this layer live of the BR here, so it will be interesting to go and see what they do. So firstly, we go into the BR map, and it's going to be a new game mode. So this new mode is a 20v20, and the description says experience fast-paced and intense action of TDM inside the BR world. Quickly respawn after dying while maintaining all items. Team that achieves the objective first will go and win. If you guys want to go and watch gameplay of this 20 versus 20 mode, I did upload it yesterday, so feel free to go and do it. It was actually the final upload that I did for Friday there, so it'd be awesome if you guys want to go and check it out. Going on to the next one here, there's going to be a new vehicle, which is the motorcycle. It's a 2-person vehicle, high speed and agile vehicle for assaults and escapes. That is going to be so awesome. Like, dude, if you guys don't know this already, when it comes to me going and playing the BR, I want to obtain the highest amount of kills possible. I believe for right now, I still have the solo kill world record, which is 37 kills. And I feel like by them going and implementing the motorcycle here, it's just going to help me significantly in just maneuvering around the map and trying to go and find enemies a lot faster. So by going and them implementing this motorcycle, it's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And then going on to the final one here, it is a new Battle Royale class chip, which is very interesting. It's going to be called the Trap Master, and it's a trapper, a powerful tactical chip for defense and ambush. So it pretty much sounds, I don't know how many people out there have played Apex Legends, but it sounds like the Watson character. So I don't know, it's very interesting. I guess we're gonna have to go and see what the actual gameplay of the Trap Masters is gonna be like in the Battle Royale. But then going on to the final one, balance adjustments. They have went and adjusted the defense class. So they say after deploying the transform shield, a high pressured air blast will be released, which shifts the trajectory of bullets going towards the players. So I don't know if that that means that if someone is going and shooting at a dude who just went and used the defense class, if those bullets are now going to be going right back to the same person that was going and shooting the shield. If so, that will definitely be interesting. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to go and conclude the patch notes. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to go and smack a like on it, as well as if you guys are new, it would be awesome if you guys could go and subscribe. But with that said, my name is Parker. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful and fabulous day, because I certainly am. And I guess I'll talk to you guys within the next video.